Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen. So make sure you focus on what is good. And you know what I'm going to say. It does not benefit you to focus on the negative things. So focus on the positive things. If you are out there traveling about today, make sure you are doing your part to stay safe. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, so we still have to just be careful and do our part to stay safe and keep your family members safe. Make sure you take your vitamin supplements. Do all those things to just be well. If you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor. I thank you so much for your donations and your support. Jaki Draper is here, and we are going to talk about the commitment to wellness, a mindset shift for the mind, soul, and spirit. It is so important that we do our part to take care of ourselves. A lot of people take care of their outward appearance. We get dressed. We look good on the outside. But what about the inside? We got to take care of the inside, just like we take care of the outside. And when we have a focus on wellness pertaining to how to care for our spirit, how to care for our mindset by having the right attitude, then we can take care of the whole person, right? And of course, physical exercise and all that good stuff. So we're just going to talk about that on this episode, and I hope that you will receive some insight. How you doing, Jaki?
Hello, I'm doing well. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm doing well.
Well, you are tired for a good reason. So before we start this topic, I want you to briefly tell me about your business, because I want the people to know that, you have your own business, and I am proud of you. So tell us about your business real quick.
Thank you. I'm open for business. I'm open to bakery. Mm-hmm. I am a baker, and I've been baking my whole life, and I decided finally to I've toyed with the idea of having a bakery, and always thought it was something that I wouldn't be able to do, but it was like a fantasy type thing. So I decided to stop being so limiting on myself and
awesome.
Open this bakery. And I opened. I published the website on Monday night.
Okay.
And I have 3 orders in already. So that's why I was baking all day. And also all 3 orders are out of town, people that don't live near me. So they're all orders I have to ship. So I do ship.
Okay.
And I do local delivery also.
Okay. Great.
So it's very exciting.
All right. Tell us the website and the name of the bakery.
It is Butter Bakery Shop. So it's www.butter, BUTTER, bakery, BAKERY, shop, SHOP.com.
Okay. And the name of it?
And everything is homemade. Everything is by me, done by hand, all of the freshest ingredients, and it's made to order. So there's no cookies in the pantry that I'm pulling out and selling. These are, you order them, they're made.
Awesome. So, listeners, you heard her. Make an order. She does ship. We're going to support your business. And for the next couple of weeks, we're going to keep talking about it, because we want the people to be a blessing to you. And at the end of the podcast, of this episode, I want you to give that information out of, again. Give the information out again.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
But we're going to get into our topic. I'm just a little all over the place. I got to calm down. Okay. The topic of this episode is the commitment to wellness, a mindset shift for the mind, soul, and spirit. And I wanted to talk about this topic, Jaki, because a lot of times people take care of the outward part of their body, but they don't take care of the inward parts. When I say the inward parts, I'm talking about your mind, soul, and your spirit, because we all have a spirit that should be cared for. If you buy a pair of $300 shoes and you're walking around all tore up in the inside, guess what? You just tore up, even though you might have on a $300 pair of shoes. So we need to do the work on the inward parts, to care for our soul, to care for our spirit and our mind. Because it's just important to care for yourself on that level, to have a better spiritual life and just to have enlightenment in your life every single day. So what do you think about that, Jackie? You think more people take care of the outward parts than the inward parts?
Well, I think we always, in every aspect of our life, we worry most about what other people can see.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm. I think we worry most about what other people can see. You probably wash the outside of your car more than the inside.
Oh my!
Just like it's just. I think that's just our nature, that we worry about what other people think. So
yeah,
the inside gets neglected more.
Yeah, and we shouldn't neglect the inside, because when you care for yourself every day, taking care of your spirit, then what happens is you feel better and look better, because your whole mindset has to be cared for. That's the gist of it all. Your mindset has to be cared for. Your spirit has to be taken care of. And when you don't take care of those things, it's just not good, because discouragement, frustration, anger, resentment, hate, all those things can just sit inside of a person. And you want to care for your spirit so that your spirit can represent something that is a wellspring of life, where there's constant peace, joy, love, and harmony with yourself. And that's why I wanted to talk about this topic, because wellness is just not going to the gym. Wellness is just not looking good, so to speak. Wellness is your diet, how you eat, how you care for yourself, and according to what you do for your spirit daily. Of course, it is physical exercise, and it's also, Jackie, it's our environment. We have to have a healthy environment that represents wellness. What do you think about that? Our environment.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Everything works together.
It does.
Excuse me.
It really, really does. Yes, it works together.
And it affects when you have something that's, for lack of a better word, like toxic situation, like if it's your health is toxic, your work environment, your friend, your romantic relationships, then it's going to bleed over into other aspects of your life.
Absolutely. Yeah. I believe that when your environment is in order, I believe that your environment will inspire and encourage you. It's almost like your environment, it just ministers back to you. If your environment is all sloppy and it's not neat and everything is scattered all over the place, that represents confusion to me. But when you have an environment that's in order, it can be used to encourage you every day when everything is in order. And I'm not talking about having everything perfect, but I'm just saying, like, when you have your environment just in an excellent way, smells good, looks good, then to me, that's inspiring. When I see clutter, Jackie, I just think about confusion. I can't help but think that every time I see clutter.
Oh, yes.
I'm one of those people, when I travel and I come home, I have to unpack my bags and put everything in laundry or dirty clothes or whatever. I cannot go to bed without unpacking my bags. I just can't do it. It would drive me crazy. I can't do it. I feel some kind of way.
See, I could. I just take that suitcase and stick it in the closet.
Oh, no.
But I can't. I don't like the clutter where I can see it.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get that, because I think I may have, I can't say that I, went to bed without unpacking my bag, but I think I probably put something in the box or something like that, if I had to clean up and just kind of push things to the side, so to speak, and if I was tired.
Yeah.
But a commitment to wellness, it is a part of self-care. It's a part of loving yourself. I was telling a friend of mine yesterday that sometimes when we think about physical exercise, we just see it as something that's just so bad. We see it as suffering, like, oh my God, I got to go to the gym. Oh my God, I got to work out. And we shouldn't see it like that. We should see it like, okay, the result from working out is something that I'm going to receive if I'm consistent, right? So that's a mindset. What do you think?
Oh, certainly is a mindset. However, it's once you start feeling better,
Mm-hmm.
you can. I think that once you start feeling better, you look forward to it. You look forward to the working out. It's an escape.
Yeah, it is.
If you have it in part of your routine and you already know the result,
Mm-hmm.
once your endorphins start kicking in, you
true.
will look forward to it.
Yes.
You won't dread it any longer.
Yes.
And if you really do hate your workout, then you probably should try to find a different workout, because there's so many different things you can do. You would want to try something that will
right.
that you enjoy.
Yeah, like a simple walk with some music in your ear, right?
Well, absolutely, because I like to run and walk outside. I don't like to be on the treadmill.
Mm-hmm. I like to walk on the treadmill, but I like to walk when the sun is shining really, really bright. Now, I don't like to walk on a cloudy day, but if it's really, really nice and warm and the sun is shining, yes, I love to walk with the music in my ears. And yes, absolutely. I think that is so relaxing, and it just feels so good because you get all that vitamin D while you're walking. You know what I mean? So
well, also it works in another way as well. It doesn't just nourish your physical body; it nourishes your soul and your spirit, because you're in nature and you are absorbing the stuff around you.
Right.
Like if you are hiking or if you're walking near water or just the sunshine, it's nature. So it kind of feeds your soul as well.
It does. And then it also takes your mind off of anything you might have your mind filled with pertaining to pressure or work or problems. It's like you said, Jackie, is an escape from everything, because in that moment your mind it's just focused on the feeling of working out and everything that goes along with it. It's a beautiful thing. I just love it, man. I love it. I actually start to feel funny when I miss a day or two, So, but
one of the things that I look forward to, we were talking about an escape.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, if you have something that, or for me personally, I don't know about other people, but I enjoy it for not just not thinking, but for actually thinking about a specific topic.
Yeah, meditation.
Whatever's going on, that there's a topic I need to think about, I need to work through, get to the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm writing something, I like to do it while I'm running or walking and outside, because then I can focus all of my energy and thoughts on that one particular topic. I don't have any other interruptions of the day shooting at me.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I become completely focused, and I use it as a time to really meditate and target in on something that I want to be filled with, because I believe that when you meditate, it's like filling yourself with the very thing you want to feel, you want to think, that it could be anything, something to make you feel more happy, or something to feel more confident about a particular area in your life. And it's a beautiful thing to do that, because, like you said, I definitely use it as a means of escape, especially after a long work day. I will work out even harder because I just want to take the day off. You know what I mean? So, but
I never work out at night.
No,
Never.
I do sometimes. I do.
I'm a morning person.
Okay. Yeah.
If like if the end of the day comes, I'm like, oh, okay. If I didn't work out already, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I guess it's a mindset thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How does it feel to, at the end of the day, what motivates you to do that? Is it
well, I don't do it
to
all
let
the
go
time.
of the day, or
I don't do it all the time. To take the day off, I do it. Because the day can be filled with so much pressure. At the end of the day, just to do that, it just feels good. You know.
You mean instead of having a glass of wine?
Oh, I'll do that later. I'll do that later, but just to take the day off, it feels really good. I mean, I can't really explain it. I mean, to those that do it, they would understand, but it just feels good. But I do it in the daytime as well. I may exercise early in the day as well, because like I said, I want to feel that sunshine and that vitamin D. Yeah, it's so important to have a balance, you know. And then of course it gets dark earlier in the wintertime, so that's another reason why. But this week I worked out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I worked out, you know, earlier in the day. But a commitment to wellness has everything to do with just your whole being, your entire being, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your physical body, your entire being. And I just think that every area of our life should represent some type of wellness. You know, my daughter said to me once, she said, Mom, wellness is a lifestyle. And I said, yes, that's right. Wellness is a lifestyle. And we have to incorporate it into every area of our life. Our relationships, our time alone, our time with our children, our social time, the way we eat, our physical bodies. Every area of our life should represent some type of wellness. And when we think about it like that, we will take steps to incorporate it, because it's just important. It's so important to find ways to incorporate wellness in every area of our life, because every day is a new day, and we shouldn't always do the same thing over and over and over, month by month, year by year. We should always try something different. You know, many years ago, I wasn't the type of person to meditate a whole lot. I used to meditate every now and then, but now I meditate a whole lot, because it just helps me to stay focused. So, but wellness is a part of self-love and self-care. And I just think that, Jackie, a lot of times people get caught up into living life, going to and from work and taking care of the home and all that. And they may hit the gym, but wellness is not incorporated in every area of their life. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. There's especially I think that when you're concerned with how it looks on the outside, you are willing to put things in your body that are not healthy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of supplements that are extremely healthy for you, but there's all kinds of supplements that are not healthy for you at all, that are designed strictly to make you look good,
right.
not to make you healthy on the inside, make you look good on the outside.
Yeah.
And especially when you work out, I had a period of time where I was working out a lot and into my physique and such, that I probably took some supplements that would, you know, help me appear more lean and stuff, so that you could have more definition and
mm-hmm.
and things that probably were not. I didn't take anything that was super bad for you, but probably things that are not as healthy. So I know what it feels like to be concerned with how you look on the outside.
Yeah.
Now that I'm old, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that how we take care of ourselves when it comes to our spirit and our mind, it can reflect on the outside. I believe that. You ever look at somebody's countenance and you just see that they just don't look healthy sometimes? And then you might look at somebody else and they look totally healthy. Their face is glowing. Their skin looks good. You know, when I see that type of person, without judging, that is, when I see people that look like that, it makes me think that they have a very healthy spiritual life. They have a good love life, that they are doing what they have to do to incorporate wellness into different parts of their life. Because your whole life should be, our whole lives should be filled with wellness. Because when you think about wellness, some people just think about wellness when it comes to diet and being physically fit. But wellness is just every part of your life when it comes to your mind, your soul, and your spirit. Being well and in harmony with yourself every single day. Being well and in harmony with yourself. What do you need to care for yourself? What is necessary to make you feel better, to make you look good? Buying a new dress or a new suit, that's not going to make you feel better at the degree of if you took care of your spirit in another kind of way, if you understand what I'm saying, Jackie.
Absolutely.
You know, buying clothes, that's fine. It's fine. It's beautiful. You know, you buy clothes and look good on the outside, but what about your heart? What about your spirit? What about your mindset? You know, you could wear a nice suit and nice clothes with a nasty attitude. You can have on nice clothes and jewelry and you just got a mind filled with darkness, you know? So, and some people think that just because you look good on the outside, that people are not paying attention to what could reflect from the inside, you know? And what's in the inside does come out. It does show. And I know some people don't believe that, but guess what? It does. It does show. And so that's why this topic, to me personally, is important. Commitment to wellness. I'm committed to it, Jackie, because getting older, we should be, you know, have a commitment to wellness. Getting older, we should have a commitment to caring for our mind, soul, and spirit. It's all a part of, as I stated earlier this week in my inspirational quote, living a quality-filled life. And the choices you make can help you to commit to wellness. So, but it's just important. It's important, you know. We have to focus on the results of what wellness can give us, you know. We shouldn't wait till something happens and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, I got to change how I eat. No, you can do that. You can do that now.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I can't stand when I see all this processed food and stuff. Like, I don't, on TikTok, there's this lady making this dinner for her kids, and she was making shepherd's pie. It said shepherd's pie top. I was like, oh, I'm going to stay and watch this couple of minute TikTok. She made the mashed potatoes in it were the pre-made mashed potatoes from the refrigerator section of the grocery store, the Bob Evans potatoes. Oh, wow. And it just looked like, oh my God, ew. Yeah. It was all this processed stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I don't like a lot of processed food myself. It kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, me either. And a lot of that stuff is
I just feel like it's just going to weigh you down.
Yeah, it's filled with sodium too. So, you know, a lot of people wonder why they have
artificial stuff, chemicals, things I can't pronounce. I don't like that.
Yeah, and people wonder why they have high blood pressure. There you go, right there. That's a lot of processed foods have high
cholesterol, all kinds of problems.
Sodium. Yeah.
But you know, when you were talking about it's a commitment to wellness. I find myself, which probably a lot of people do, is I have to hit the reset button. I have to, I'll focus on this or that or the other and forget about doing this and forget about doing that. And then I'll have to say, okay, whoa, wait a minute. We need to hit the reset button. So for me, when I'm paying attention to these things, it's about discipline.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have to set myself a schedule. I have to be disciplined and focus on it. And then once I'm in my zone, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But to get started, I do have to go through a lot of discipline to get going again.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Discipline is essential for it all. But you know what, Jackie? It comes down to how we think every day. Some people get up and start their day not even considering what the benefits of wellness is, And so it's a mindset shift that needs to take place if we want to see better results in our life. Taking care of your heart and your soul, not your physical heart, but your spiritual heart, because we have a spiritual heart. Some people don't understand it, but yes, we do have a spiritual heart. Your mind and your heart is connected spiritually. And when you take in positive, motivational, inspirational, spiritual, good, solid content, that's taking care of your heart and your mind and your soul. As I stated earlier when we first began this topic, if you're one of those people and you're struggling with anger and hate and all those different types of dark issues of the heart and the mind and the soul, when you read content and pray and meditate, you actually put yourself in a position to get on the path of healing, because caring for the heart and the soul starts with your faith as well. And so prayer is very vital, in my opinion, to care for your heart and your soul. Prayer is very, very vital. I think that when you spend time in prayer and meditation, and you are meditating on just love, or you're meditating on peace, you're meditating on God, or you're meditating on the things that help you to be centered spiritually, that's taking care of your heart and your soul. So I just wanted to say that because I didn't want to forget that. I had wrote that down earlier, and I just wanted to mention that. Also, your mindset. Your mindset is your attitude. What are you thinking? How are you responding to everything that goes on throughout your day? Your mindset. Your mindset is your attitude. And how did you take care of your mindset? Maintaining good thoughts.
Intention.
Maintaining good thoughts. Yes. Yep. So all of that stuff is so important, and all of it has to do with wellness. Personally, I think about this all the time, because every single day for me, I focus on everything to be better than I was the day before. After I had my daughter when I was in my 20s, I committed to being a better person. I prayed, and I said to God, I just want to be a better person every single day. I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to be like my grandmom. I want to be a better person. And if I am like my mom or my grandmom, then I'm going to be the better part of them and not the lesser part of them. So we all should strive to be better than we were yesterday. And I'm not talking about walking around with pressure on your head trying to be a robot, but I'm talking about being conscious of your choices and your decisions in your life to just be better. That's it. And even when you feel like you have dropped the ball and you've done something that you're not proud of, you still can just do better. In the next minute, in the next hour, you can do better. You can keep trying until you get it right. Because as long as you are on this earth, you can get it right. And when I say get it right, I'm just talking about being better than you were yesterday. And that is why we have to commit to wellness. Wellness in our mind, soul, and spirit. Wellness with physical exercise. Wellness in our environment. And wellness by having healthy relationships. Because we should incorporate wellness in every part of our lives. Nobody wants to live a bad life, Jackie, right? Nobody.
No, I would imagine not.
No, nobody, right. So this episode is to encourage you, listeners, is to inspire you to think about what it takes to live a life with commitment to wellness. This is something to make you think. And this is why I wanted to talk about it, because it's something to make you think. It's not about trying to be perfect, but it's about living better than you lived the day before. We are all in time. I believe we're being perfected. That's what I believe about life. I believe that everybody is being worked on. I believe that God is working on everybody. And some people are resisting and fighting against it. And then some people are just flowing down the river. They're surrendered. As Lauren London said, we have to surrender and flow with the river, and don't fight with the rocks, but flow down the river, she said. But it's important, Jackie. It's important, because we all are getting older. So we are going to wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, Jackie, I want you to mention your business again. And the reason why I want you to mention it, because listeners, I want you to understand something. This podcast is about inspiring others. This podcast is about lifting people up. This is the no negativity zone. No negativity zone, SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. So because of that, we lift everybody up here. And so, Jackie, tell the listeners how they can make an order, and tell them what you're doing about your business. And I want to say to you again, I am proud of you. Tell the listeners.
Thank you. It's a bakery. I'm starting off brand new here. First time doing this. I lost my job last week. I got laid off. So I'm kicking this into full gear here. The website is www.butterbakeryshop.com. And I'm starting off with 6 cookies. They're 2 different sizes. They are all my own recipes. And the small one is still a large cookie compared to what cookies are. But the large is a buxom size. It's called a buxom, and it is about 7 ounces, maybe a little bit more than 7 ounces. And then the small one is the Twiggy, and it is 3 ounces. And I literally weigh the dough before when I make the balls to put them in the oven. So,
awesome.
But yeah, so that's the size before they go in the oven. And they're gourmet cookies, and they are amazing and delicious, and they're made with all really good fresh ingredients. And like I said, I don't like processed food. They do have white flour and sugar in them, but just don't eat them all day, every day.
Okay. Well, I'm going to order some soon. And so give out that website again and give us the name one more time.
It's Butter Bakery Shop. So it's www.butterbakeryshop.com.
All right, listeners, you heard her. Make sure you support Jackie's new business venture. And thank you once again for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavorite@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also have a TikTok handle. There is inspirational content there. And you can also find me on YouTube, please share the podcast with others. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you click the bell when you subscribe so that you can receive a notification each time there is a new episode of SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Listeners, I appreciate you, and make sure you support Jackie. It's very, very important. And we will talk to you soon. And let me remind you also, once again, if you would like to give to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast, make sure you give at Cash App, $ SB Favor. Thank you so much, listeners. You have a good day.